Welcome to the Dragon Center in Hangzhou, China. Alongside Slamball creator Mason Gordon, I'm Darren Flam. We got a great way to cap off this China tournament, the first ever Slamball All-Star Game.
The audience is really excited here to see these offensive players cut loose. I've always wondered, will a Slamball All-Star Game work? Because the offensive players want to go hell for leather, but the defensive players don't want to be embarrassed. I guess we're going to find out here.
And we have the bounce off, and here comes Memphis Robinson with a little hot sauce right at the start of the game. A nice two-handed finish over Adam Hooker, the stopper, the slasher's in. But back quickly comes Noah Ballou looking for his teammate Trevor Anderson, the MVP of the tournament, denied by Delmonte Blackwell, who's going to bring it out on his own.
Look out.
Oh, Hooker's up to the challenge. So back comes Noah Ballou. Whoa, the flip. He flipped over Memphis Robinson and finishes.
That was insane. Ballou flashing a little of that gymnastics background as we see Memphis Robinson doing a chin-up on Hooker, but Ballou just absolutely goes crazy, is not worried about Memphis as a defender at only 5'7", does the flip. Let's check out these rules of Slamball.
Slamball is the ultimate hybrid. It's the perfect combination of football's hits and basketball's skill played well above the rim and hard into the glass. Supercharged tramps give new meaning to sky high, while full contact 5-minute quarters and a 20-second shot clock set a new standard for high-paced action. On this court, teams play 4-on-4. The handler pushes the ball up to the gunners. They'll have to get by the stopper if they want a chance at 3-point. That's right, dunks count for 3. Everything else inside the arc is 2, and there are no free throws on this court. Instead, it's man-on-man face-off, Slamball style. High-flying, bone-crunching, non-stop action. This is Slamball.
The show is underway here in Hangzhou. How about Noah Ballou? Almost a hot sauce. Ballou splitting his legs there to miss the rim was the most amazing part. Oh! Lou Fong throwing down terror. Unbelievable finish.
He's been doing that all tournament, and here he shows you he belongs out here with these all-stars.
Jelani Janice trying to throw the ball off the board to himself. The high-flying alley-oop to Memphis, no good. And here comes Trevor Anderson of the Mob. A little crossover. He's going to attack hard. Oh, I'm going to lose my voice. This is going to get ridiculous out here.
That was a party move.
But here comes Whitney White with the slam. Ooh, and the finish. The airplane zooming off the runway there.
Take flight, Whitney White. We're seeing a little Spectravision. Grab your 3D glasses. Trevor Anderson goes up above the backboard, and Whitney White winds it up. A little Clockwork Orange from Take Flight White.
Ballou looking for Fong, denied. Blackwell breaks that one up. And here comes Whitney White again. Can he attack Hooker? No, loses on the way. Oh, Janice somehow got his hand on the rim. I don't know how he did that.
Jelani Janice did not even get a clean bounce there. Still has the strength and the explosiveness to get up and guide that ball in.
And barely touched the rim with his fingers, so it is a 3-point dunk. And here he comes, throwing it off the glass. Oh, Hooker read that one easy.
This is what I was talking about. The stoppers do not like these offensive players just tearing it up, so they are going to give it to the offensive players whenever they have the opportunity, as Memphis with a nice little slam there. And here comes Hooker up the floor.
360 from the big stopper. Look at him getting a little revenge there, going the length of the floor. You see Memphis with the hard one-hand finish, but Adam Hooker, not to be outdone, 360 windmill.
Yeah, changing his mind from left to right. Adam Hooker with the big corkscrew finish.
And into the game now, DeAndre Faison, and it's James Lee getting the alley-oop and putting it in. We get a bit of a line change here, and also now Bryce Arledge and the Slasher crew. Arledge up, swinging it up, swinging it down, and finishing hard is Bryce Arledge.
Crush groove from Bryce Arledge. That was a nasty windup, and he managed to get some kick flair in there as well. Since we're in China, I guess he's showing his martial arts skills. As Sean Jackson converts on that baller set where they stop in the island and then come back for the offensive finish.
Ooh, Carlson trying to get the alley-oop off the board from Arledge, can't finish. Bond, he's going to take an attempt at the rim, and he's got a left-handed power slam. Rodney Bond getting in on the action.
It's an epidemic of stopper scoring here as Carlson serves it up to Bryce Arledge. He had a couple of those really nice alley-oops during the tournament. Carlson to Arledge is starting to be something that we hear a lot of.
Through the legs pass from Inches, but can't convert their lead, trying to leave the alley-oop. Carlson bringing it back to the other end. Carlson, is he going to attack? Oh, through the leg, 360. Josh Carlson flying through the air.
Josh Carlson, 360 through the legs with the lean. That was nasty. A move created by Inches first season as the quarter expires.
21 all, an all-out offensive showing in that first quarter, capped by, I don't know what plays the capper there is. We'll take a look at the highlights.
Josh Carlson, Noah Ballou, Bryce Arledge. Let's hear it for the white guys and the Chinese guys there in the first quarter. That's pretty impressive. Great way to start off the All-Star game. That first quarter was just ludicrous. You had amazing passing, huge dunks, and just some really gymnastics-type maneuvers from Carlson there. Whitney White, and how about Noah Ballou? Easily the highlight of the first quarter. That was nasty. We're seeing some amazing plays tonight, but let's look at some of the most incredible plays from Slamball's past.
Second quarter action here in the Dragon Center. The first ever Slamball All-Star game off to an exciting start. Lou Fong looking for Trevor Anderson, who's denied. Bond got up there and stopped him. So back comes the east side. Inches, the ageless wonder, hits the island looking for his teammate James Lee. Back over to Inches. He resets it a couple times, Globetrotter style. And Lou Fong, didn't like being played with there a little bit, playing a little defense. And he just threw it up and in. He doesn't even know what happened.
Inches tries to throw up the alley-oop, but ends up registering 3 points that I'm sure he's going to claim he meant to do.
Absolutely. DeAndre Faison, stoppers! The only one that hasn't gotten in is Delmonte Blackwell. He was stopped by Adam Hooker, but Faison in on the action. The stoppers getting in on it.
Stoppers love to come up the court and lay a little bit of lumber. Rodney Bond saw that big guy coming. He wasn't about to get in the way. Inches with nice body control there, reaches around and gets the two-pointer.
Little body spin there, a little English on that ball. Here comes Trevor Anderson. Oh, the one-handed windmill. Trevor Anderson, the height he gets on these springs is just unreal.
That was pretty amazing the way he cocked that all the way back with the one-hander. You typically see him finishing with two hands.
Oh, Lou Fong! Speaking of finishing with two hands, the little guy coming in hard on Rodney Bond.
You really got to respect this guy. I mean, Trevor Anderson, Rodney Bond, Sean Jackson, these guys have been doing this for years. Lou Fong is brand new to this, and he just will not be intimidated out there, going right at the best stoppers in the game and showing not an inch of fear.
And started that by playing defense as Inches trying to go through the legs. It was Fong who denied it. We have James Lee with the one-handed finish, a nice dump on the dive cut. It was Inches who found him, and back comes Lou Fong. And we have more of the mob still on the court looking for the alley-oop to Anderson. Cannot get it. Rodney Bond there has a little laugh at Trevor's expense. They'll go back the other way. Stan Fletcher, we haven't seen Stan get off yet. Let's see what he can do. He'll leave it for James Lee. Looks like they're looking for the big play here. Nothing doing. They dare him to shoot, and he does. You saw Noah Ballou getting up into his face, daring him to shoot it, and Inches does and drains it.
And Inches shooting the best offensive outside shooting percentage of his career thanks to that unintentional three-pointer.
The bounce, freestyle, and Noah Ballou. Oh my goodness! He hit 3 tramps, just did not hit the main scoring tramp, and then goes through his legs to fire it home. Unbelievable athleticism.
Stan Fletcher may have invented freestyle play, but Noah Ballou really contributing a great example of that there. He comes all the way from the opposite side of the court to throw that in 360 through the legs over the stopper.
Unbelievable. As we have, Memphis gets the alley-oop from Whitney White. We have a little bit of a line shift here, though. Let's take a look at this replay again. Memphis, again, is flying through the air with the greatest of ease and finishing well above the rim. Trevor Anderson now in with Arledge, so we've got some slashers and some mob playing in, and a nice alley-oop finish there. Trevor Anderson not on the receiving end of one of those for the first time all tournament, as Jelani Janice, the throw it to himself off the backboard finish with the hammer.
That was amazing. And there you see the 2 big scorers in the tournament for the mob and the slashers hooking up, and then Janice says, I don't need anybody to throw me the ball. I can do it to myself off the backboard right over Hooker. MVP over MVP.
A nice leave there, but Carlson can't finish as you've got Jelani Janice and the rumble going in, and a nice finish. Unbelievable. Whitney White taking flight again.
Jelani Janice has the lane all to himself, but elects to leave it for Whitney White on the drop-off. White tries to return the favor there, but Janice is not home.
Carlson looking for Anderson, throws it through his legs. No, he freestyles it. A little bit of a trickery gone awry there for Josh Carlson. Finds Trevor Anderson, who bounces off the springs and nails it home.
As the quarter expires, Josh Carlson, Trevor Anderson, and Bryce Arledge really working well. Trevor Anderson on a stack cut. That's a play right out of the Slasher Zone playbook. Carlson recognized that, feeds it to Anderson, and they'll have the lead going into the half.
41-38, an exciting first half in this All-Star game, getting a little bit of everything we'd hoped for, some defense and some amazing finishes.
And then in the second quarter, you got Inches dialing in from distance, you've got the Gunners hooking up, and Noah Ballou with this just ridiculous poop all over the stopper. Whitney White coming back, Trevor Anderson beating the buzzer. Slamball has come a long way in China. Let's check it out.
Game, and for us to get a Chinese star that's excited about being a Slamball star, it's going to be great, man. We're going to get China behind us. There's a lot of people out here, so there's a lot of opportunity. So, stay tuned.
We're looking for you guys. We're looking to see if you can pay attention, absorb the instruction, and then execute it on the floor.
Go inside. We're going to run through some basketball drills, play a little 5-on-5. Come on! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Gotta make a play. Let's start hustling back in line. That's how it is in training in Slamball. On your back. No face. No face. 20 push-ups, let's go! The first play, we like
like to welcome and have dressed out for the mob is Lou Fong.
Is the Chinese player that's really been turning heads in training camp. This would be amazing. We'll see what he can do.
Oh, he beats my moment.
And that is the first basket ever by an international player in Slamball. Hu Fong there making a great contribution to the winning team.
Back at the Dragon Center, third quarter action getting ready to bounce off here. 41-38, the east side leading the west. And here we go. Looks like we got Sean Inches Jackson in the game. We got Trevor Anderson. Inches looks, the alley-oop thrown from Inches to Jelani Janice.
The Rumble and Maulers are teaming together for the East, the Slashers and the Mob for the West.
Oh, as Bryce Arledge takes the alley-oop from his teammate Josh Carlson, the big oop and the big finish.
Little bit of a poo-poo platter out there for both teams. As you see, the just finesse finish and then the huge power finish. That's really what these Slamball players are, is a really rare combination of power and finesse.
And there's some finesse and some power from Memphis Robinson getting up high and finishing that one off.
Memphis, waist high at the rim, catches the oop way far away from the basket and then brings it back across his body.
Oh, Lou Fong flying through the sky and making his bid for All-Star Game MVP.
How about Lou Fong? 9 points already, 3 gigantic windmills, threw a little spread eagle there as Memphis comes back and returns the favor. The two little guys on the court trading baskets back and forth, and the biggest guy moving the ball effectively can't quite get it done. Adam Hooker now completely out of position. Sean Jackson with the McNasty, the 360 through the legs with a 45-degree lean. That's 3 dunks in 1 if you're counting at home.
Not a lot of defense to speak of on this end so far in the third quarter. Arledge throws it up to Anderson as Bond watches that one from the baseline.
I hope you like offense because the defense has taken a powder here in the third quarter as the East opens up a little bit of a lead.
Jelani Janice with the finish that time. And you see the alley-oop to Trevor Anderson, and Janice finishing hard with that left hand. Here comes Memphis. He's going to look for a teammate. No, he's going to freestyle it himself.
Wow.
Memphis Robinson, unbelievable.
Hey, Mason, man. You like that move, man? Yes, Memphis, I like that move. Nice job there. Throws it up to himself off the glass and then has the power to be able to come through and finish with the gigantic right hand.
Ballou looking for Arledge, who's got a left-handed finish. Another great catch and an athletic play. The right-handed Arledge finishing with the left hand.
A lot of times you can't really read those lefties when they switch hands like that, as Fletcher with a nice little athletic move to move the ball around and get the little 2.
And Noah Ballou, the handler gunner, playing the stopper position there for a moment. And Fletcher had his way right there. Ballou 360 through the legs, and he gets the tiny bull roll.
Noah Ballou definitely getting it done here in this All-Star game, making a case for MVP for himself, I would say.
Stan Fletcher with the freestyle jam. Been a little quiet, but there's the Stan Fletcher we all know and love.
Two of the most exciting players in Slamball. You got Ballou with the 360 through the legs right over the stopper, who was in great position, and then Fletcher freestyling it up to himself to create a differential on the stopper and coming through with the huge 3.
Moon with the high toss. Ooh, Carlson, that would have been a pretty finish. That's the end of the third quarter. 62-53, the East leading the West. An offensive display in that third quarter.
Yeah, the defense not really asserting themselves there in the third quarter. But, you know, when these offensive players in Slamball get on a roll, there's not really much you can do as a defender, as we see Adam Hooker and Faison hopefully strategizing some defense for the fourth quarter.
You see some of the high-flying antics we've seen today, but we've seen a lot in this entire tournament. Let's take a closer look at the top plays of this Slamball China Championship. Back come the Maulers, and here comes the toss. OMG! WTF! What just happened?
I'm not totally sure there.
I guess. Here comes the Eagle. He's denied. Rodney Bond up high. All ball swats it away. Back come the Slashers. Arledge dives in and flips it by Rodney Bond. Bond hasn't been beaten much. They got beat there. Pass turnover. Here comes Fletcher looking for Fang, who throws it down. What a catch from his knees. Lou Fong. What a play. Here comes the quick answer, looking for Arledge by Carlson. The ball ends up with Arledge. It's a deep three. That stops the bleed. Just wrapped him up as Carlson inbounds. Oh my goodness! Up high as the backboard off the inbound pass. Look at this. And now he looks for another stop. Freestyle, double tramp stamp. Yes! Stan Fletcher does it all by himself. Look at him. Hits the top tramp and then springs up over the rookie. Right there, Ballou attacks, hits the hedge, and up and in! Noah Ballou!
Look at that, in traffic. People just pay attention to the offense, but he can do a lot of things.
Just like that, oh my goodness! Stan with a freestyle through his legs pass, and the finish by inches. So here we go, legend versus rookie. Fletcher up, face on denies! Whoa. Up to the challenge and then some, and look at the excitement from DeAndre Faison. By Hooker this time, it'll go out to Memphis. He'll fire the 3-2. Back comes Memphis, another three ball, got it! Oh, Memphis Robinson! I don't believe what I just saw.
Memphis, where was that all day?
Leaving it up high, the Eagle! Oh, good for Bryce Arledge. What a hit, what a finish. Bryce Arledge showing you what Slamball's all about. Back to the action, Faison getting it into Hooker, who's up at the gunner position. Hooker throws it up, and the finish. Trevor Anderson on the alley-oop from gunner Adam Hooker.
You know, Hooker's always told me he's got the skills to play the gunner position. He's got the size to be a world-class stopper. As you see him pushing it out there. Memphis wants to let it go from outside the arena. Memphis showing incredible range. A lot of these Slamball players can really score from the outside. Memphis showing you how right there.
Arledge for the three, no good, but the finish by Hooker on the tip jam. Adam Hooker coming from the weak side.
Doing a nice job there, serving up the alley-oop. Memphis Robinson dialing in from back in the United States, I guess. And then Arledge can't match Memphis, but Hooker coming up and finishing over Bond there.
Inches with a one-handed hammer over Faison. The young man, Inches Jackson, firing that one down. Here's Lou Fong. Ooh, a little dribbling display. Trying to go globetrotter on Memphis Robinson a little bit. But Memphis takes it away from him. Says this may be your country, but this is my house. Oh, my goodness. Memphis Robinson throwing it down.
And I love that. Lou Fong tries to do a little tricky and one thing, and Memphis says, get that out of here. This is Slamball, baby. I'm going to show you what we do coming down the right side with no one to stop.
Arledge looking for the alley-oop. He's got Carlson for the finish. 71-62. The East still in front. Can the West mount a little comeback here? The give to White. Looked like Stan Fletcher, but we've got a turnover. And back comes Arledge. Arledge lays it off the glass for Carlson. 2 in a row for the Slasher teammates.
And somewhere Kevin Stapleton is smiling. Here you see the Slasher teammates hooking up on not one, but 2 incredible alley-oops, doing a little switcheroo and making the little guy the finisher.
It is an all-star game after all. Stan Fletcher gonna freestyle it a little bit. What can he come up with? We always love watching this. 2 freestyle bounces, a third. Can't get the finish though. Here comes the West. Trevor Anderson, can they cut the lead to 3? They do! 68-71. We got a finish coming up. An exciting time here at the Dragon Center in the first all-star game. Stan leaves it. Oh, can't get Whitney White. That would have been pretty.
Make no mistake, these guys are some real deal competitors. They want to win this game badly.
Ballou! He fires it up, almost a screen on Delmonte Blackwell, and then drops it. So we got 71, time running out, slam dunk! Stan Fletcher!
At the buzzer, and that is the game. Stan Fletcher, quiet the whole All-Star game, laying in the weeds leads a little bit, but Coach Kenny Anderson is no dummy. He knows who to have out there in crunch time and who can make a play when it matters the most.
Unbelievable finish there at the end of the game. The East almost letting that big lead get away and leave it to Stan Shakes Fletcher getting up at the end and at the buzzer delivering the victory for the East.
Huge push by the Slashers teammates, Josh Carlson and Bryce Arledge, really brought them back. I thought they had a chance to win it, but what about the show these guys put on? All manner of gymnastics, athletic maneuvers on display here from every conceivable angle. It was really impressive to me to see. I'm glad to see this kind of all-star game on display so you can see the kind of plays that these guys work on in practice every day. And they're just waiting for that opportunity in the games to pull it off as Stan Fletcher winning the game for the East.
Unbelievable tournament here in China. For Mason Gordon, I'm Darren Flam. This is Slamball.